joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Ducks ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Leaves it with the back. They start the afternoon with a run, and it goes nowhere. Let's talk about Alabama. They had a fantastic offseason, #1 recruiting class in the country, but with that comes a little pressure. So how much pressure is on this class?
Lots of pressure, no question about it, but I think we're in an era of college football where you're seeing more and more true freshmen see the field early and have impacts early and make plays. Think about Jeremiah Smith at Ohio State during their national championship season. These kids are ready to go, and I'll tell you, there's a lot of fans, David, really excited to see what they can do.
Pressure is a privilege. Like when you get elite talent, that's what you're starting to do. Hey, bring them in, develop them, understand, like, that's part of the process that goes with it, but you've been working for this moment. This is what you wanted for the last several years, and you developing towards. Now you get a chance to go prove who you are.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive lineman gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive line. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
Under fire. That pass not Moses. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another 1st down. From the gun, the ground game. He has the 1st and still on his feet. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. From the gun, running back on the move. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Wants to go up top. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll operate out of split backs. They're looking for an advantage to the right. And he never had a chance. Just
absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback may change this route. The toss sweep to the right. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
They're already down a touchdown early, and the last thing they need to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back to that offense. They'll go for it on 4th down. Throws for the tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a 1st down. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. They'll leave it with him. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
You want to stop the run game, get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quickly.
And you know you're athletic when you describe with power and sweet feet. I mean, just put those two things together and you're just pretty amazing.
Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Scanning the field, it's Potts. It's complete on the right side. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
Great job by the running back here on that 3rd down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these 3rd down type plays to move the stick.
There he goes. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
And on that run, he shows you his speed, speed, speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the 2nd level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right here.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the 1st quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
At the 40, there he goes. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Sheridan. Headed to the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there in that touchdown.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. The give to the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The power of Austin Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening. Turning it on. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Overton. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. Looking for a physical attack from the guy. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the first quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Finds a crease at the 20. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Looking to fire.
Yeah, brother.
He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
The offense changing the play. Back to pass, it's Potts. That's caught, it's Lopez. They'll move the change after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Off the play fake on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on 3rd and short now from their own 48. Here's a snap, ready to cut one loose. Safe completion on the screen. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. They'll run for it. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it there. Business after the fumble recovery.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities. Couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives, take those deep shots, make those big plays.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw its Potts. Oh, they're after him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Lopez. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Quarterback making adjustments. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He's got it. First down and more. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. It's not just a dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just in the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. He wants to throw it again. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive. And now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
Wants to go up top on first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute baller.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He might want another play. Trying to seal the edge on the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. It's Potts. Unloads to the right. Complete downfield.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Wants to throw on first down. Get it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Ducks are in the hurry-up. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. 2nd down coming up. Wants to go up top. Intercepted deep in his own end. Taking it the other way. He's inside the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Alabama! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job of flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Trying to start the drive with a pass. He unleashes a long one. He's got it. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Might be calling a hot route. Looking for a man. It's Potts. Pressure coming. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
To the air on 2nd down. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. and no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Potts. Throws to the tight end. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They'll run it from the gun. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, running up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. Breaks into the open. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Snagged in the middle. It's Meadows. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
It's a really nice-looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny, you know, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers. And then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Bryce Young in recent years, and just how dynamic and versatile these guys were at the position and how they really helped take this offense to the next level. Watching this guy reminds me a little bit of that.
Some room, headed to the goal line, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown time. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the boxes. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. And the Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Lets it fly. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Potts. Shoots it to the left. It's caught downfield. And he found all kinds got it down to the 28.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives them a chance. He makes this offense go.
The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go to work in the air on second down. The quick out. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Sheridan. Touchdown, Oregon! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
They're going to go ahead and go for two here and try to make it a field goal game. They want to throw it. To the end zone, and it's picked off. The 50. He's at the 40. At the 20. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick two, as it were.
Great job on special teams, getting penetration, getting the block. You've got the convoy. It's a scoop score, 2 points the other way.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. To the air on first down. Gets it out quickly. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. They're going back to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Fires to the tight end. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball is coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snaps, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Still running at the 40. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Clock winds inside, a minute to play here in the third. They'll try the run. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the score.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Dropping back, it's Potts. Trying to set up the screen. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Now facing a third and long. Might be changing the route. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's caught. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game, and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Really nice pressure by the defense, getting in there quickly, getting a hit on the quarterback, making the quarterback make a quick decision, and he makes the wrong decision. He throws into double coverage, but that's really because of the pressure in his face and the physical hit on his body.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, past the marker. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
Wants to throw again. On the move, he fires. Finds space on the right. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
Gets it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to
first down physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the shower of flags, it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Potts. Pocket breaking down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Unloads quickly. Headed to the end zone. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Got it in the middle. It's Sheridan. Touchdown, Ducks! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the maize and blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. All that speculation all week, and now we know that something...
He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Bama. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. And the Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some dip.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. To the goal line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Has it back, and here comes the offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
This one's complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Sends it back in motion. To the air. It's Potts. Release to the back. It's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on him. That turnover.
And this really puts it out of reach. I mean, it was already a tall order, and you had to be aggressive in this situation. But now, with this turnover, this one's all but over.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Hand off from the shotgun. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Solid run on the last play. Sets this offense up on first down. To the ground. He's got it again. Past the 30. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. The give to the tailback. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. The give out of the gun. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Alabama pushing the tempo. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, third and short. I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer. But the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense,
scores on the sneak.
And I just love what I'm seeing from this team. Like, going on the road, game one, where you're still figuring out who you are and what you do well. Another scoring drive by this offense. Looks like they're going to get the dub in a hostile environment to start the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lopez. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. The give from the gun. And he works his way forward and finally down at the 15. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Trying play action. He's taking a deep shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits him right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
Fires to the right. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt